Welcome inside the Oakmead by Taylor Morrison here in Buford, Georgia. Really nice houses. We're going to take a tour here in just a second. This is Steve with the Malone Home Team EXP, the Living in North Georgia YouTube page. Appreciate your time. Today, and it's a hot one out there. So normally we like to be outside shooting some of this stand-up, some of this talking, walking, like, we're going to sit right here because it's hot out. We're in the middle of that heat wave right now, but hang in there, folks. It'll be fall in about 12 months or so. Anyway, never mind. Let's get back to it. We're in Buford right now. We're at, like we talked about, Taylor Morrison's new build, Oakmead in Buford. Where in Buford specifically? Right at the corner of Thompson Mill and Ridge. It's right between Friendship Road and Hamilton Mill on Ridge. You're kind of off those two very busy streets, okay? Because Hamilton Mill obviously busy. And that's north of Mullet, Georgia. It's right around the corner. And then you got Friendship Road, where we're starting to build all kinds of stuff there. The corner of Ridge and Friendship Road. You've got the corn maze right there, all that good stuff. So, you know, you're kind of in the middle of everything, but you're kind of off the path a little bit. That's the cool thing about this location. And Buford's got it going on, man. They got downtown Buford area. We got all the shops and restaurants and stuff. You've got Top Golf in Buford. We got the mall in Georgia, which is obviously like the biggest mall in the southeast. You know, you got all kinds of cool stuff in Buford. And Buford's situated, we're gonna call it 45 minutes to an hour northeast of Atlanta. So one of those great suburbs. We talk about Suwanee and Buford a lot, but Buford's really a hot spot. They also have very highly rated schools in Buford as well. That's kind of the draw of Buford. That's what you have here. Seckinger High School. That's one of those big STEM schools. Just opened within the last couple of years and is really highly rated. A lot of folks want to get into Gwinnett County because of that. And don't take my word for it. Look it up on greatschools.org. I'm not allowed to say if it's a good school or not. It's your job. I'm just allowed to say, hey, people are looking for this school. That's what they do. Here at Oakmead, what are we doing today? Take a look at 3 homes. First, the model, the Essex, 5-bedroom, stunning house, has a basement as well. Then we're gonna look at the Ingram. That's the first house that we'll look at that is ready right now, not a model. It's ready to rock and roll and go right now. Okay, so the Ingram, 4-bedroom house. All the bedrooms are upstairs. There's no bedrooms on main, but it's got the nice covered deck in the back. Stunning kitchen as well. So the model has a stunning kitchen. The 2 houses we're gonna take a look at have stunning kitchens as well. The 3rd house we're gonna take a look at is the Trenton. Trenton, this is a really cool house because you got the 5 bedrooms. You got the bedroom downstairs. The cool thing about that bedroom downstairs is it has kind of an ensuite to it. Okay, so if you have somebody who's staying with you, older relative, someone's gonna be with you for a while and they don't wanna share their bathroom with everybody, they want their own bathroom, you get that. Okay, they get their own little ensuite and then you've got a powder room for everybody else. This house, you know, has that over there. You take a look at those 3 houses, then we're gonna wrap everything up. But for now, we're just gonna go. Let's do this. Take a look. Oakmead by Taylor Morrison in Buford. Let's go. All right, let's get going. The Essex 5-bedroom house. It's a pretty nice house. I took a sneak peek before turning on the camera, but let's go. We're inside. We just walked in the door. Dining room over here on the right. It's a really cool layout of this dining room, and it's big. We've seen a lot of new construction where A, they don't have a new dining room, or I don't have a dining room, I should say, but B, if they do, it's small. I mean, this is a pretty decent sized dining room for a new construction. We're gonna walk this way and come on into the living room. And this is a really nice sized living room. A lot of windows on the back wall. Opens up to a nice screened in back porch. Oh man, I need me a screened in back porch. We'll talk more about that. Anyway, living room. So there you go. This one doesn't have built-ins on the sides of the fireplace, but you see what they did? They put in some nice wall cabinets there. You got fireplace, TV over the fireplace. So you get some room in here. Okay, and that opens up to the kitchen, and a real nice kitchen set up with the big island over here. You got the sink in the middle of the island and a decent sized island where you get enough room for, like, you know, the 3 stools right there. Okay, and then, I mean, look at this kitchen. You got gas cooktop. You got the oven with the secondary, or is that the convection oven over there. And then you get the nice cabinets, and you get a lot of cabinet space in here too. I really like the finishes on it. I like those pulls, kind of like the, not necessarily white, but it's a little lighter gray with the black pulls. That's a really cool look, really slick look. But I like that cooktop. Then you've got everything right here in the at the island right there with the dishwasher over there on the side, and it just opens up to the The living room, you got, opens up to overlooking the back deck back there. So man, that'd be great in the fall. Yeah, you know me, I'm always thinking about the fall, think about football. Then you have everybody over for the game, windows open, door open, screen and back porch. That'd be nice. All right, now let's take a look real quick before we go look at the rest of the downstairs. This is a decent sized pantry to go along with it. You can buy a whole bunch of stuff from Costco, stuff it in there. Then you got like this little butler's pantry over here with additional cabinet space. So really cool look, really cool kitchen layout in this Essex. I really, really like it. Come on, let's head on over here. All right, let's turn right. We're gonna go into the downstairs bedroom, and this is a decent sized bedroom for the downstairs. You know, sometimes you get kind of squeezed into a little tiny bedroom, but I mean, this is big enough to where you got the bed, shows you got the little chair in the back, got this big dresser. So, I mean, this is a big enough room where if you have somebody who's got to stay here with you for a little bit, you got some room to operate in here. Let's take a look at the closet as well. Don't want to get yelled at if I don't show you the closet. So there you go. But this has an entry into the bathroom there. We'll come back over here, go into the bathroom. The bathroom, you got the walk-in shower, you know, sink, toilet, walk-in shower. So no tub downstairs, but again, what you're going to use for the downstairs, typically you're going to have somebody who doesn't want to go upstairs, doesn't necessarily need a bathroom tub downstairs, you definitely need the shower. But there you go. All right. Garage would be in there, but here we go. We're going to go upstairs. It's time for the fast forward button. Here we go. All right, game on indeed. We're upstairs, so you get a little loft area up here. So they got a little couch set up. They've got the TV right there. So this is your crash pad for the teenagers or for all the kids. You send them upstairs, play with their stuff. They watch all their shows up here. So we come in here, let's go. Bedroom number one. This one, again, it's right off of that little loft area. Decent sized bedroom upstairs. Okay, and this one gets its own bathroom. So this is a nice setup in here. This one has, again, just the walk-in shower, and it's got the sink toilet combo. So, I mean, this is a decent, for a secondary bedroom, this bathroom, really, really good size on that. I'm gonna come back out. Let's come across the way, and we're gonna go check out, we're going over on this side. First, we'll stop in here, laundry room, good sized laundry room. You know, we've seen bigger than this, but this is definitely functional. I mean, it has the one shelf right here. You could probably add more shelving in here, wrap that shelving around to there. I mean, you can do all kinds of cool stuff in here. So you have some room to operate in here. Turn this into like a kick butt laundry room, or basically turn it into like a secondary pantry, or store stuff in there if you want to. All right, bedroom number two. Swinging in here. They got this set up kind of as an office right now, but you can see the size of the room right here. And we're going to swing around. Take a look at the closet. There's your closet right there. Okay. Come back around. That's bedroom number two upstairs. Bedroom number three total. Here's a bathroom that all the other bathrooms are going to share. Again, the first one we looked at has its own bathroom, and then this one, which services these other two bedrooms, guess what? What do we always talk about? If you have watched my stuff, you know I'm going to talk about this. Two sinks. Bam, bam. Huge to have two sinks in that secondary bathroom, okay? You get a separate water closet and a shower over there, but that's a big resale feature, okay? Definitely want to have two sinks in that secondary bathroom. And this, really nice. Well, I like how they did this. Very nicely done. Okay, so this is your third bedroom upstairs, fourth bedroom overall. Here's your closet right there. Come back around. Let's see what the master looks like. So again, this one is about 3,200 square feet, 5 bedrooms. And then we're gonna look at a couple more, before we head out here. They are, as of this moment, they're ready to rock and roll. We'll take a look at those in just a second. But first, master, this is nice. Look how big this is. Got the nice trade ceiling there. You got, with the windows, I mean, you only have 4 windows in here, but it really gives you a lot of natural light. I really like this. I like this layout. But you can see how big it is, because I mean, that's a pretty big bed. You got decent dressers on either side, or decent nightstands, I should say, on either side. And then there you go. You still have plenty of room in this room. Now it's time for the master bathroom. Here we go. So master bathroom, 2 sinks right here on the right. Got those Taylor Morrison towels and TMs. Never miss an opportunity to market, baby. I get it. I love that. You know my stuff. You see my logo everywhere, so I get it. But you get the tub and the shower in here. You got a tub shower combo in the other bathroom that we just looked at, but just a walk in on the first bedroom we saw upstairs and for downstairs. But decent shower, nice bathtub. That's big too. Sometimes you see new construction bathtubs, they're not that nice. That's a nice one. That's pretty big. And we'll come over here. You got the separate water closet over there, and take a look at the closet in here. So we'll say it again. Sometimes in new construction, you won't get a good closet. I don't know why. Like sometimes you go into the master and it's like, oh, that's a little itty bitty closet. They got it. This is a really nice sized closet. So, I mean, it's probably, if this is mine, it'd be my wife's 2 right there, probably be my wife's right there, and she'd steal some of mine over here, but I'd get a little bit over there. But that being said, you got a lot of room in here. And just keep in mind too, when we talk about, always kind of have your thinking cap on, all right? You can take this out and push it up, put some, it's like cubbies down here or whatever. You got a lot of room to make something crazy happen in here if you wanted to really jazz it up with a closet and organizer, okay? All right, let's do the whoosh sound. We're gonna go down into the screen and back porch. All right, here we go, out on the back deck. Screen and back porch, man. So here you go. This is what it looks like off the back. Now this is obviously, you get a deck on this because we got a basement to look at still. So we'll go take a look at that basement here in just a couple minutes, but I want to give you a look at what this looks like. This neighborhood, as we talked about in the beginning, but it's situated right here on Ridge Road. So right near the intersection of Thompson and Ridge. So you're south of Friendship Road, north of Hamilton Mill Road. You're close to everything, but you're far enough away from everything to where it's not too bad. But really good location on this house. Go check out that basement. All right, so if you're able to snag an Essex that has a basement, this is what it's gonna look like. This is how much room you're gonna have down here. This is decent size. I'm gonna guess 1,400 square feet-ish. Something in that neighborhood. That's complete total guess, don't quote me on that. A bathroom down here, already kind of kicked off. So basically, you can set this up as a bedroom over here, get the bathroom off it. This is a decent sized basement downstairs on this Essex. Like I said, probably about 1,400 square feet or so. But you can put the bedroom bathroom over here. You got a little landing room here. Maybe this is kind of where you put all your lawn stuff or whatever. You put maybe some wall in there, some double doors. It's what you want, your house. All right, we're done with the Essex. The tour continues. All right, before we go into the next 2 houses, okay, we just finished up with the model. Before we leave the model and head over there, I want to remind you, if you're looking to get into this area, this is where we are, okay? This is our backyard. You give us a call, okay? So we can get you in touch with the sales team. We can talk to them. We can represent you and help you and find all the information that you need us to help find. The other thing that we do is, I've lived here for 35 years. I grew up here. I live here 35 years. So if you have questions, if you're moving into North Georgia, like what's the best area for, if you're looking for a really great school system, but be close to this, or you're looking for closer to Atlanta, but you want to visit, like, what are you looking for specifically? Because we know the area. We know all the different cities. We know what's the best places for the certain things that you're looking for. That's why you give us a call, okay? So just want to remind you about that. Now let's go take a look at those 2 houses. They're ready right now. As of this recording, I don't know how long it's going to last, but they're ready to purchase right now. Let's go. All right, we are inside the Ingram now. So you come inside. First thing you'll notice on the left, you've got, this is kind of, it's a whatever you want to do with it room. Got the light in the middle. I'm sure you could change it up, put kind of a ceiling fan in there or something, or a chandelier. You want to turn this into a dining room, you could. You want to turn it into a den, you could. You want to turn it into an office, you could. You probably, change this out a little bit, frame those walls up and put on some French doors, okay, and turn it into or it's just a homeschool room, whatever you want. That's off the front, okay? So we walk in. Now keep in mind, this one is ready to go, okay? This is built out, the Ingram. You come down here, here's your half bath back here. So this is your bath for all the guests that come in. You got a little coat closet right there. Let's go take a look at the garage real quick. Show you what the garage looks like. So a decent sized garage for 2 cars. You got a little wraparound over here where you can store some stuff. You got your water heater as well. Okay, come back in. But just standard garage. Nothing too terribly exciting, but not too bad. Now, look at this. Look at this kitchen. Well, you know what? Let's do this. We're gonna come here first. Let's look at the living room. I'm gonna make you wait for the kitchen. This is a big living room. It's a big, long living room. We've got, so down here you see you got the plugs in the floor, so you want to put the couches right here, put some lamps and stuff. The plugs in the middle of the floor for that. But you got the windows. It's a lot of windows here. You get a lot of natural light on this house. Fireplace. I mean, this is a really decent sized living room. And if you watched me, I like me a 1-story living room. Yeah, the 2-story living rooms look great. I mean, the 1-story living room, they're much more cozy. They're much more heat efficient. Man, if I put that fireplace on and then I had a 2-story living room, you wouldn't see that heat. That heat goes upstairs where nobody is. Okay, like me a 1-story living room. I like me this kitchen. Look at this kitchen, man. Look at this granite countertop that they've got. They got the sink in the middle, just like they had on the model home. Okay, they don't have quite as much cabinet space in this one as they did over at the model, but that's understandable. That was a bigger house. That was over 3,200 square feet. This is like 2,600-ish, out of the box, less bedrooms. So a little bit of smaller house, but still, I love that tile backsplash that they have on this. And I love this countertop. This is a really, really nice kitchen. Keep in mind, you gotta buy your own fridge or bring your own fridge with you when you buy it. But just imagine you're sitting here, cleaning stuff in the kitchen, everybody's in there. You got the back deck, which is a covered back deck. We'll go look at that in just a minute. But this is where the nerve center is right here, okay? And this is a very large pantry. This is on par with what we saw in the model. We always say, you get 4 levels to put stuff in right here. You can put a 5th one easy, maybe even a 6th one. That's my craziness coming out. I'm starting to think of all the crazy things you can do with this pantry, but you got room to do it, okay? You can give Costco a whole bunch of money and then put it all in there, okay? So there you go. So again, really nice kitchen. And this island, you think about it, size-wise, is about the size of that other island that we saw. Maybe a little bit wider. I think on the model they had like 3 stools across. You might be able to get skinny enough, you might be able to do 4 stools right there, right? And then you put your table right here, and then come back here and you got all your other stuff, and you got living room stuff back there. So I really like this downstairs. Guess what though? It's time to go upstairs. Fast forward button, go. Here we go, upstairs. Let's turn right. We're gonna go start in bedroom 1 and work our way around. So bedroom 1, hard to tell how much bigger or smaller this room is compared to the other rooms that we saw. It's okay size, It's not small, it's smaller or it's bigger than the normals though. There you go, you got your closet right there. Look at what we got back here. Got your own bathroom off of this bedroom. So there you go, similar to what we had in the other one. You have your little ensuite, so to speak, shower, sink, toilet, all right there. So if you've got teenagers who don't want to deal with all the other crazy people in the house, all the other littles, or you got boys who don't want to be in the same bathroom with girls, whatever it is, there you go. Time to go into the laundry room. This laundry room feels a little bit bigger than the laundry room that we just saw on the model home. So same deal though. You can put in your 2, your washer dryer there. And then you got plenty of room to put in maybe some cabinets in here, additional shelving in there, maybe some additional shelving up high there. You've got all kinds of room to work in there. Very functional laundry room. All right, the tour continues. Let's look at the other 2 bedrooms first. So you have a bedroom. This is bedroom number 2, okay? And we'll take a look at the closet in here. Oh man, I didn't turn the light on in here. Shame on me. Terrible YouTube guy. So there you go. So this is a good sized closet too. These rooms, I'm not mad at the rooms on this house, on the Ingram. I mean, these are decent sized secondary bedrooms, okay? Same deal in here. Decent sized room, not huge, but it's not a 10 by 10 that you sometimes see. We'll take a quick peek into the closet over here. There you go. And we'll come back around. Now we're gonna look at the bathroom. So this bathroom has, what do we always say? We just talked about it in the models, talking about it again. 2 sinks, the secondary bathroom. Huge for resale, okay? This is nice though, okay? And then you come in here, you got the tub shower combo, okay? You got a separated water closet there. This is nice up here, nice sized bedrooms. You got the bathroom for the 2 bedrooms here, the ensuite back there, okay? Then we're gonna come back over here. Let's go take a look at the master. This master, admittedly, I think it's a little bit smaller, but not too bad compared to what we saw over at the model. But you get the 4 windows, which provide plenty of natural light, right? Okay? And then put that ceiling fan. I mean, that's the thing. You know, sometimes some of these model homes or some of these like new build homes, they don't put the ceiling fans in. Shoot, man, we're in Georgia. And that's getting done right after closing. We put in ceiling fans, especially after this heat we've seen. All right, bathroom. This one, you got that big, giant shower. Okay, let's open up, take a look inside. So you got the bench in there, and then you've got the shower head over there. So you got a huge shower, okay? So no tub shower combo, just a shower here. You get the 2 sinks, decent sized vanity over here. That being said, here's your master closet. This one, again, not as big as the one we saw at the model. However, this is still a decent sized closet, okay? So you still got plenty of room for, the way they have it configured, you got the 4 racks, but shoot, man, probably move this rack up a little bit, and then you put another rack down below, similar to what you got back there. Man, you hang all kinds of stuff in here. You know, you put all kinds of like, you know, closet organizers, stuff like that. If you've been watching me, you know I'm pushing those closet organizers, man. Closets, man. A lot of wasted space in closets. We got to work on that, folks. Myself included. There you go. There's all that. Let's take a look at the back deck real quick. All right, so the cool thing is when we come and take a look at these houses that are ready right now, the model, obviously, they jazz up the model, right? But when you get these houses that are ready to go, you really get an idea of how big's the yard. The yard's going to go back that far, right? You know, and you get, you know, actually a decent amount of space between the houses. Sometimes these new constructions, especially around this area, this part of Gwinnett County, you're not going to get a whole lot of room between the houses. Take a quick look. I mean, you can see there's decent space between the houses there. But there's your back deck. You got a cover over it, okay? Next door, you don't have the cover over it, but I bet the next door house actually looks pretty sweet. That's where we're going next. That one's the Trenton. All right, let's go take a look at Trenton. Let's go. All right, last house on the tour, time for the Trenton. This is a cool house. All right, let's start downstairs. And guess what you get downstairs? Not only do you get a bedroom downstairs like you did in the model, and this is a decent sized bedroom, right? With windows off the front, so slightly bigger, you get a lot more natural light in with it that way. But you get the bathroom, but guess what? This is again, it's kind of like one of those little en-suites or whatever. This is your own little spot. You don't have to share this with anybody because you have a powder room over to the kitchen. We'll show you that in a minute. But you got the stand-up shower, no tub in there, or the walk-in shower, I should say. And then here's your closet in here. And so this is a really cool spot because it's not just, like I said, not just the bathroom, or excuse the bedroom downstairs with a full bath, but it's all separated there at the door. And then they come in, you know, you got somebody who's staying with you for a while, you got somebody who's moving in with you, they get their own place. They don't have to share their stuff with those, with the guests or whatever. All right, now we come out here, and this is a huge living room, okay? Same deal. You got the fireplace in the middle. On the sides, you got places to put either shelving units. You can do built-ins if you want. You can build them in yourself. I don't know if that's something that they add or not, but you got a lot of windows to add that natural light off the back, okay? Same deal like we saw in the house next door. The Ingram, you got the plug in the floor, so you can plug those lamps in or whatever on the end tables. And that opens up to the kitchen. And this is bigger kitchen than what we saw in house number 2 at Ingram. So this is the bigger house of the 2 that are ready right now. Look at the size of this island. And the cool thing about it is, if you want the sink in the island, obviously you can go with one of the other models, or one of the other floor plans, I should say. But this one is just a countertop. You've got the 3 cabinets underneath. You got all the space to do whatever you want to do right there. You got the sink off the back, so that way you can watch all those kids in the backyard. They're all back there yelling on the playground, you know, on the swing, pushing each other, whatever. Maybe that's just in my house, but you can monitor it right there while you're, you know, doing the dishes or while you're like cooking or whatever. This is how it lays out. Another gas cooktop. I love the different, so this is the 3rd, I think, different backsplash that they have, like backsplash pattern or whatever, and they all come out really, really cool. I like the patterns that Taylor Morrison is using in here. Again, this isn't the model. This is like ready to go right now. Y'all gonna buy it? Let's buy it. Give me a call, I'll help you buy it, right? So there you go. So that's the kitchen. Look at that pantry. Now this pantry, not as big as the last couple pantries we've seen, but that being said, still a decent sized pantry. Still add more shelves up top. You still get some good stuff from Costco. All right, back to the tour. Get this powder room right here. So that's what you get. Powder room off the kitchen. So you have guests, powder room for them, but you got people living with you. They've got their own, or staying with you for a while, they got their own bathroom. They don't have to worry about sharing. Here's your garage, about the same size as the other one. And nothing too terribly exciting in here, but you know, tall enough to where you can add shelving if you want. There's your water heater right there. Garage. I can say that I showed it. I know somebody's gonna get mad at me if I don't show the garage. All right. Let's go upstairs. I think it's everything downstairs. Yeah, it's everything downstairs. Upstairs, fast forward button. Here we go. We're upstairs. So we start out here where you have that big loft area like we saw in the model. You had the loft. You didn't really have a loft in the last one that we saw over at the Ingram, but here you get a loft. Not as big as the one you saw in the model, but that being said, you get a loft anyway. Bedroom number 1, this is your ensuite. Similar to the last 2 houses we saw, you get an ensuite upstairs. So bedroom, kind of longer than it is wider, but you get the bedroom nonetheless, decent size. Here's your bathroom, sink, toilet, walk-in shower. So once again, no tub in here, but we got a tub down the hall. And then you've got a closet. And once again, on these secondary rooms, really in all the houses, or like all, this is the 3rd house. So they've, all the closet space, like all the rooms have had decent closet space. Okay, so it's been pretty nice that, you know, you don't have that one room that has that like awful closet. Oh man. All right, next bedroom, bedroom number 2. Now, of course I said that, watch this closet be awful. All right, in here, decent sized room. Let's open this closet. And there you go. Got 2 shelves worth of stuff in there. See, I told you, they got some good closets, man. Lots of storage, lots of places for the kids to hang their stuff, lots of places to hang their stuff. All right. The secondary bathroom up here. Same as we've talked about, 2 sinks in there. And then you've got, in the room over here, got the toilet and tub shower. All right, come over here. The laundry room. This one over here, not quite as big, but guess what you get in here? All right, you get a little wash sink. So you got a wash sink, you got a room to put some shelves back here. So again, all 3 laundry rooms that we saw had that ability to have like a little something added to it as far as like cabinet space, whatever. make it much more functional. Third bedroom up here, fourth bedroom overall. Good size. Open the closet up. So this is not a giant closet. This is probably the smallest closet that we've seen, but that being said, for the smallest closet, it's not that bad. All right, come back over here. Time to go hit the master. Last room of the house, master and the master bath. And here you go. You get another decent size. The masters aren't huge in any of these three, but they're big enough. You know what I mean? You can get big size beds in here, dressers, all that good stuff. But the cool thing is, I mean, sometimes you get the master bedroom is huge. That takes away from the room of all the other rooms. This is good, kind of split for all the rooms in the house. Everybody gets a decent sized room. Tub shower in here. But as far as the other bathrooms, you get two that have the walk-in shower, one that has a tub shower combo. All right, 2-sink vanity, same as we've seen. I mean, this is a nice little bathroom right here. I mean, here you got a separate water closet, and then closet-wise, you have decent sized closets. So this is really on par with what we saw in the model, okay, as far as size goes. So really, all three of them, that's really kind of one of my pet peeves. Some of the new construction we've seen lately is we really have, some of the closets just aren't that big in the master. All three closets we've seen today have been huge, okay? So there you go. Let's go take a look at the back deck real quick. All right, we're in the backyard. There's the Ingram that we were just at. Now we're over at the Trenton. That's your back patio pad. Not huge, but I say all the time, man, I'm a backyard barbecue snob, so I need to extend that all the way out to there, maybe out to here, have a big pad. We'll worry about adding a cover over it after the fact. But this is what you get for the yard. This is what you get for the back pad, okay? So each one of these houses has kind of its own unique kind of, combination of things. If the backyard and the coverage over the backyard is a big deal for you, or the cover over the deck, maybe the Ingram makes sense. If it's more important to have the 5 bedrooms, maybe have a downstairs bedroom that has its own ensuite kind of look, this one works for you as well. Cool, there it is. Let's wrap this bad boy up. So there you go, the tour, all three of those homes. Really nice houses by Taylor Morrison. I live in the area over here, so I drive by this a lot, and I've been like, man, I've been dying to get in here. They've got a long way to go. They still have a whole bunch of houses to go in this area. There's only a few that have been built so far, so they're going to be building this probably through the duration of 25 into early 26. So get in early, because as we say all the time, in new construction, get in now, because as they go through time, home prices steadily go up. Okay, so as they steadily go up, that means people who bought it early, they get equity. If you have any questions about the neighborhood, give us a call, all right? We're in contact with the sales team here, including incentives. Incentives change so much that we really don't like to put them in the videos, okay? But they change a lot. But that being said, they do have incentives on these houses right now. With the market kind of a little wonky right now, the builders are looking to move some houses. You can get this house, again, decent prices. The prices are not bad for this area, that size house, that size yard, in Seckinger. All right, these are really great houses, really great prices. So if you want to get more information, give us a call. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Down below, we're gonna put a link for all the information for the neighborhood. Okay, so click on that. I mean, you can go to Taylor Morrison and dig and whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's gonna put a quick link down below. Click that to get information about the homes, floor plans, things like that. While you're down there, like and subscribe if you don't mind, if we've earned it. Even if we haven't earned it, I could use some likes. We need to get this SEO cranking, all right? We gotta get these views up. We gotta get these videos out to the people. We need your help. So like and subscribe, and leave us a comment too. If there's something that you're looking for more specifically, something in the video that was like, I don't like this about that house, love this about that house, do that down there too. Down below as well, we have all of our contact information, phone number, email, all our stuff to hit us up on the socials, things like that. All that stuff's below. Easy to find us. You just got to reach out, give us a call. We're here to help out, okay? This is Steve with the Malone Home Team, EXP with the Living in North Georgia page. Appreciate your time. Take care. Bye.